Hey everybody, welcome to some gameplay here at Tier1Con. My name is Ian, comedian MTG, and with me...
you got Matt, aka Null, from the Internorth podcast.
Yeah, so today we are doing a gameplay, and you can start to see the opening hands of our players here. We're doing gameplay featuring the winners of past Tier1Con. So we have SpleenFace, winner of the first Tier1Con, Felipe, winner of the second Tier1Con webcam event. We have Kolkio, previous winner of the local Danish Tier1Con event, and SickRobot, who won the event today.
Our present champion, man.
Yeah, our cEDH World Championship. So, players showing you their hands down in the bottom right there. And then I think we're just going to get things started. I think Kolkio is starting us off. Yeah. Very cool. Wow, going right out of the gates.
Sentinel, yeah, good call.
Yeah, especially in a very... apart from Razzacats, it's going to get fed a lot in this pod.
Yep.
Oh, there it goes right away. That was quick. Let the man get his fetch. That's a counterbalance. I love the counterbalance. Cool. It's a very powerful card. And especially in Cabargas' Yidros deck, it is kind of insane because he's playing stuff like top and things to like reset the top of his library a lot. It can get really out of hand.
It's an Admiral's deck, so CMC's low, and that's just the high hit rate. And yeah, these early hate pieces are certainly going to be tough for the Cody player, which, you know what?
That's okay.
I think we're fine with that.
Yeah. I feel like counterbalance is one of the few pieces I've noticed lately that can really mess with Cody. Like, it consistently. Like, a lot of interaction can at least be dealt with, but I feel like with counterbalance specifically, Cody needs, like, at least the 0 to 3 range feels like a tough spot.
1 to 2 range.
Yeah,
like insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially the ones, because then you can never go for your combo, right? Or I guess you would still get a cast trigger from Cody, wouldn't you?
No flip on the front horn.
Yeah. He's pretty conservative with his counterbalances.
Yeah.
And is that a fetch there? I don't remember the fetch as being...
I don't think that's a fetch. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh no, I think that might have been a mock stem that was countered by the counterbalance. Yeah. So there was a fetch, and then I believe another card got flipped and countered. All right, we seem to have a dark ritual all right away out of Kolkio.
Wait, what?
And what is that?
Countered, so the mox doesn't knock it counter.
Let's go to our game view to get a clear view of this. So we got a dark rit incoming, and I believe it was flipped and countered by counterbalance. So
yeah, which is odd. Like, how did the mox get countered then?
Huh. We have an ignoble hierarch here. Obviously, like a really good dork in those type of decks. There's
one of those dork decks where you always wanted to play noble hierarch, and now you can finally play.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the Idris. I mean, that cost is ridiculous. Oh, yeah, countered.
CMC set of 3.
Yeah. So I'm still confused about that dark ritual. Was it countered?
Dark ritual was countered. Yeah, I just don't know what happened with.
We have a second Esper Sentinel.
Yeah.
The first spell each turn is going to be taxed, and a Fiend Artisan. Yeah.
Nice.
That card, I've seen it put in a lot of work in a lot of plays.
Yeah, this is a card choice I made. In fact, SpleenFace is using my deck right now.
Nice.
But yeah, just access to a uncounterable Ranger Captain or uncounterable Thoracle.
Seems good. Seems really good. Yeah. You can definitely hear the players laughing a lot right now, so definitely obviously having a great time. We're gonna get probe.
Yeah, understandable. He wants to look at presently the control player's hand.
Yeah.
Presumably. But also, I guess, the player affected by the least amount of hate.
Yeah, I'm interested with Kolkio having so many cards in hand, him not being the target there, but I wonder if some sort of information was revealed when things got countered. Man vault there.
Presumably that dark ritual was... oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Just Cody things.
Wait, there's a flip here on Cody, right?
It's 0 on top.
Oh, okay, I missed drawing the force, I guess,
Senior players just doing probably the Ultimate thing. Although there's not good attacks at this table right now. The Ignoble was a 0-1, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, it feels pretty free. If I'm Cabargas, I'm not trading away a 0/1 for.
No,
yeah.
Especially a dork.
yeah. Yeah. Because next turn we have Yiddish coming out.
This game is not going as... It's not like a particularly great Timna game yet. Like,
Yeah.
sure, the hate pieces are starting to come out, but...
Yeah. Agreed.
So...
Now, Felipe's list specifically is very much focused on Yidris. I know, like, not every Yidris deck is, like, as Yidris heavy. This one, you want the Deathrite and you want the Ignobles because Yidris gets out of hand very fast in this list. He's playing almost every single one of the 0 mana flip, the new spells from Modern Horizon 2.
Yeah.
So, being able to turn, like, your Soul Ring into an Ancestral Recall or whatever, you know what I mean? It's kind of insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even before Modern Horizons 2, I think you just connecting was, generally speaking, game over.
Yeah.
More than really any kind of Stormish deck.
Yeah. Kolkio seems to have a lot of cards in hand and not be able to do anything with it, which is kind of peculiar. I didn't really
Not the worst thing ever. But
yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, jeez. Sorry about that. I think we're just managing discards here. Ooh, Savine's in the grave is always a pretty decent place for it.
If we see a land here, we're possibly seeing Yidris.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it though. Seal?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have draws from the Sentinels. Okay.
Yeah.
Letting-
For one of them?
Interesting. Kolkio drawing instead of Spleen.
That's, yeah. It's a solid threat assessment there.
Yeah. Now, what do you, if you're Felipe right now, what do you go get with this Imperial Seal?
Yeah, okay, so presumably he doesn't have the land, so a way to cast Idris, or does have the land, or does have fast mana,
Yeah.
and is finding a way to prevent it.
Makes sense. I think if you're worried about, like, getting Idris down this turn, you're, like, going to get something like a Dockside, then I don't think you pay for that Sentinel.
This is
So,
1, 2, 3, 4, right now, 5. Crypts in the bin.
yeah. But as I said, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like one draw is fine enough if you're going to go get a Dockside right here, and that way you can get the Dockside down. Unless he's been sandbagging a land that can make red here, right? But he also can't draw the card. Yeah. Yeah, you can't draw it in the first place. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I think this is Dockside.
Most likely, yeah. If I'm in Spleen, I feel like I'm in a pretty
This is a
decent
good
position
spot.
for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, he's got access to everything, so... And he has enough creatures in play to go for the win, so if he wants a good free...
It's 4 mana for a
Tithe,
tithe.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's just a lot of, I mean, if you're playing these type of mid-range decks, I feel like that's exactly the kind of cards you want. We have draws from Sentinel. Did Counterbalance get flipped there? I don't believe so.
Yeah, and that Phenosyn also represents a Time Twister.
Right.
Which is pretty good.
Interesting. Dude, Time Twister?
Yeah, Spellseeker and do 2 hand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, including the Spellseeker line. Gotcha. Yeah, that would be really strong.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? Like, he might actually have the mana off the Smother Tide.
Yeah.
Like with the Sentinel triggers
Yeah.
and his turns,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Doesn't seem like an unrealistic line there
He's
at
way
all.
ahead.
Yeah.
As long as
Is
they can
Phenom-
deal with code.
It's restricted to sorcery speed, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Certainly, yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was like only on your turn or sorcery speed specifically. Well, we have something happening out of Cody. I don't think a lot, to be honest. I think Counterbalance really messed with this hand a decent amount.
Yeah, you have to always be worried that it's 0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, unless you have a way of interrupting the top. You can safely activate Cody and exile the tutor, I suppose. You don't have to cast it, but
Right. Seems pretty bad.
that seems bad.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any particular cards that help with that.
Yeah. I think in that world, like, you you cast it for 0 and letting it counter, right? Because it's letting it stay in exile, it doesn't do anything for you. Whereas in the graveyard, you could still have like a Mystic 6 Mastery, have that come back, right?
Yeah.
It's not the best use of Mastery, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You don't remember at the end if Sick ended up actually putting Mastery into them?
I thought I saw it today. Yeah. I know it was because he showed me one of the original versions of it, and it was in that version. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure I saw the Strixhaven art today.
Cool. Yeah. In classic SickRobot fashion, you shuffle his attack really thoroughly now.
Yeah. That was a long shuffle.
World's most renowned shuffle player knows how to shuffle.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. What do you what are you feeling in this pod? Who do you think is like ahead right now?
SpleenFace certainly has the advantage here.
Mm-hmm.
But I am worried about Yidris untapping.
Yes.
Certainly through the Imperial Seal, but I'm not totally familiar with this deck, but I don't think there are too many ways of ace enabling that Yidris, so it could be a Yidris pass situation.
Did Kolkio let in
Abolisher
from Yikes.
Tutor response, counter the
Put something good on top.
Put a 2, counter that Abolisher.
Yeah, that seems really
Nice.
good. Although, unfortunately, you're invalidating your Imperial Seal from beforehand.
Yeah, you unfortunately aren't, but
yeah. Ooh, you come to a river. Awesome. This is something we were talking about literally last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was talking about having it so that Yidris can connect, and saw how I used it on the feature match with Paco and Halden, so it's kind of funny to see. It's already in the list.
Cool.
That's super cool. Very cool use of counterbalance there. Being able to get something you need and then throw something else on top of it.
Yeah. But unfortunately, really stopping this Yidris hard, because if that was the required mana source.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, confirming that it was not Dockside, by the way, because the Imperial
true.
Seal wouldn't
Interesting.
have reshuffled.
Yeah, we'll
so I'm wondering
have to ask them after what they sealed for.
But Spleen still, I mean, I don't know if you come to a river, maybe there's already a Dockside available, and that's why you come to rivers coming down to play Dockside, bounce it, and then play it again. But like, I'm definitely nervous for
Tutor up? Yeah, I think we would have seen Dockside already, so.
What happened to counterbalance? Spleen. Spleen Nature's claimed it.
Yeah.
That makes me think he's about to go off.
Yeah, 4 treasures.
Because counterbalance is shutting down the rest of this pod, right? So to me, that says I'm going to win the next turn.
Maybe he's just going Fiend Artisan into Ranger Captain and just
going for it.
He has it in hand. Like,
yeah, it's valid.
Okay, yeah. Make another treasure? Sure.
What is being bounced?
The sun.
Yeah, and it's worth noting that every time Kolkio's Esper Sentinel draws, that's another treasure for Smothering Tithe.
Oh, yeah.
That's rough. I assume you hit the Fiend
gotta be
Artisan
the Fiend
here, right?
Artisan,
It
yeah.
has to be.
Yeah.
I think that the table right now is discussing which is the optimal target, because I think they are all getting the same vibe by that Nature's Claim.
Yeah, they've all been busy interacting with each other, and Spleen's been happily making treasures.
I don't love Cabargas' position here.
But, I mean, seeing more interaction is being spent is not the worst thing for Spleen already. Yeah,
Oh,
just a hard cast.
my God.
Just casting it.
Jeez.
Yeah, Fire Blast that.
This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
This is it. So they need to interact right now.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I don't know if he was worried about the counterbalance revealing a 7, but
Yeah. I assume it was more for what
The
follows
zeros,
afterwards.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. That's funny.
But that was my first thought as well, and I was like, I don't think they're flipping over an 8 here.
It probably means that he's got 1 minute interaction.
Yeah.
So, okay, they're talking.
Yeah. just get a bit of a SickRobot there. All right, I think we're seeing the first tutor, or maybe Spleen is walking them through the line. Which would be very strange
No,
to
this
during the
is a tutor, yeah.
And it's snapback. Oh, very
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, this is one of Kolkio's kind of innovations with this list is that snapback isn't played usually in blue farm, but free interaction is free interaction, right? So
Yeah, but unfortunately, I don't think this.
Yeah.
Yeah, having the backup, but also having the tutor in response.
wow, 2, good, very good. Well, Kolkio playing very responsibly here. Unfortunately, yeah,
Yep.
you can just tutor in response, which is tough. I don't know if you win here though.
No,
With
not
only
without
a
additional
single
mana.
tutor, right? Yeah.
Nope.
No mana, single tutor seems like a
He has
tough
2
place.
tutors, right? This is in response to the first tutor.
Yeah, but
so-
I feel like this tutor's getting interaction, right? Or do you think they just don't even bother with it?
No, I guess he has to, unfortunately, just get interaction.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, not playing red because a deflecting swat would be really cool here in the face of Cody. Just, yeah, forcible.
Gets the
Okay.
force.
Yep. Makes sense. So, you have a good amount of experience with Brazcats, right?
Yeah, a whole tournament's worth.
Okay, fair enough. What would you be grabbing here for the tutor that still remains?
Fortunately, I wish I knew what was in his hand. I don't think I saw a land drop,
Mm-hmm.
so it's possible he kept the land.
Yeah.
Um,
It's your red blast you're out of read
plus-
though.
Yeah.
Kolkio drawing yet another
Yeah,
card.
so bouncing the Phenom seems such a huge,
oh.
so important in this.
He just drew that card, and I don't know if Spleen recognized the Smothering Tide trigger. Oh, there
he
it is.
did,
Just
yeah,
kidding.
for
I'm gonna be quiet now. It's definitely an irrelevant factor, right? The 1-man
Tutors
interaction.
on top, and I'd
Yeah.
be surprised if he tutored for interact. I guess he had no mana at that point, but if he has another one,
Yeah.
it's all resolving. But he still has 2 tutors. And
I think the first one was for forcible, was it not?
or so he's got 1 tutor.
1 tutor left. Did you just get Time Twister?
I don't know. Like you're gonna get your mana back
Yep.
as the turns progress. You have a very real chance of casting Azeketh again.
True.
Um,
So, yeah, there's also a world where maybe you just get more interaction because the table's now unpoliced and everyone's kind of spent their load, right?
So get interaction and keep making treasures.
Yeah, because if Cody can make a 3rd and 4th mana here, then they're in trouble.
They're done. Yeah.
Yeah, because counterbalance is gone.
Counterbalance is gone.
They have an Esper Sentinel. It's a tough spot. I tend to be more of a conservative player, so I'd probably go get something to make sure we live. But I say that I've
It's
tutored for.
clearly they need
yeah,
to interact
WinCon.
with Cody at this point, so
Yeah.
they could be talking about that.
Yeah.
But if SpleenFace is feeling really greedy, then I'd just get survival.
If you have the need to interact with Cody here, I really like grabbing Force of Vigor, because
Yeah, fortunately he might have a hard time finding that Force of Vigor. but yeah, that's a card where like I feel like in some metas it's great, but from a general tournament meta,
Gotcha.
sometimes tough to justify.
Gotcha. So there's no Force of Vigor in this list. Yeah, gotcha. Why is the Emerald Charm being shown here? It like
I'm not sure
phases.
in all of its modes.
I believe one of the modes is that it phases something out, right? Or it does something. Oh, destroys an enchantment. So is this targeting Smother Tide?
Yeah,
Smothering
the tithe. Yeah, that's smart.
I believe it destroys an
Yeah,
enchantment. I know it
pretty much.
untaps the thing.
The thought process here is great because you, presumably SpleenFace thought he would get a treasure off
Yes.
6 draw step and drew
Right.
1-man interaction. He just drew this. Yeah,
So how did he get the Fluster Storm?
that was
Is
that was probably his tutor.
yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Very interesting. Or
Because we would have seen the
yeah.
fluster on the pyro and
right.
the treasure, but that might be a bluff because I think we must be thinking something similar.
Yeah. Are we just gonna see a dark
Guess
right here?
not,
Ah, okay. Strike it rich. Just make the treasure.
yeah.
Okay. Thought that was gonna be more scared.
Oh man, this Smothering Tithe is really taking the game away.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you have Smothering Tithe and Thrasios deck, and especially with these decks that are kind of greedy, they're not going to be paying for these things a
and
lot.
it's not like Risk Study where like 1 mana is very justifiable. Like 2
Yes.
is
Very much so.
really impacts your turn. Yeah, we might see some more draws up this Timna because I'm sure Kolkio is looking for some more cards.
Yeah. After expending, what, 4 last turn to stop Morgan? 2 pitch spells? I think there's a good amount of table politics happening right now. Classic read.
I mean, good because
Yeah.
there's a good chance here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of times with Cody that you don't really get to do a lot of politicking because you have to use your voice because you have basically a lot of selfish interaction, right?
Yes.
Stuff that helps you and you alone.
You got stuff to protect yourself.
Yep.
I mean, in these days, still, silence is pretty good.
And I love watching Kolkio play because he can be such a responsible player while still playing Blue Farm. I think, very, very good at. Yeah, I mean, very good at keeping up interaction and actually responding to the things that are happening at the table as opposed to just playing it over intensively greedy. And I just think a lot of people think that's how you have to play a farm deck, and I think with Timna in the command zone, you don't. But now we see an opportunity where most players we know really don't have anything, and Kolkio with the Wish Claw here probably can just steal a win. And I assume by giving it away right away, that's kind of the indicator here. Yeah,
I mean,
it's definitely a dockside, right?
It's probably a dockside.
Yeah.
But it would be hilarious if it was opposition agent. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite moves. Wish Claw for Oppo. Oh, it's so good.
It's definitely the rock paper scissors of Wish Claw.
Yeah. Dockside or opposition agent. Sometimes you're like, okay, fine, I'll get a win condition.
Yeah, I know. Spleen though, he'll happily sacrifice his treasures.
Yeah.
To make this dockside.
Oh yeah.
Not too crazy.
Yep. I think we were about to see a mnemonic betrayal. Because there's a lot of questions about asking graveyards right now. Yeah.
Nothing more telling.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's yeah. There it is.
Yep, in hand. Yep, we get to see a bit of Kolkio's hand at the moment. Oh, is there just a dockside? Oh no. Okay, he's pulling. Did you see what he grabbed there?
Betrayal.
It was betrayal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw him flip by it. I didn't see him actually grab it.
He flipped by it, but he
Yeah.
That's all he got.
Yeah, that's pretty good right now. There's a lot of counter magic in there and fast mana. Worst case scenario, you can play counterbalance, but I don't think that's happening.
No, well.
No.
Wasn't
Oh
talisman.
man, yeah. Free information. And what's in? I think we have a. Yeah, you come to a Rivers and Felipe's Graveyard with the 2 tutors, right, and counterbalance. For SpleenFace, we have Nature's Claim, Elf, Esper Sentinel, a lot of interaction. I think there's a Mana Crypt there, and SickRobot's Graveyard is piled on top of itself. So, yeah, it's got stuff.
Maybe whatever that playtest card was, we couldn't identify
Yes,
earlier.
yes, I believe it is a piece of fast mana. If I was a gambling man. Ooh,
Yep.
culling. Yep.
Yeah.
Things are about to get a little crazy here.
Sadly, it's the Timna because the Sentinel is just drawing more cards.
Yeah. Yeah, the fail case here is.
And Patrol, yeah.
Yep.
Some mana up. Is this winning? Oh, wow. Didn't. Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is, yeah.
Wow. Double interaction out of Cody. That's not what you see every day.
And I'm such a fan of Autumn's Veil.
Oh yeah, very strong card, especially in such an
I
aggressive
think
deck.
overlooked card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Huh.
and players are talking about the fact that Pact does still technically resolve, or does it? No, it gives a. Oh no, they can't be countered. Yeah,
Yep,
so
that certainly
Pact would
does
still resolve.
Yeah.
Rough. So
this is Kolkio's chance.
yeah, nothing here is tough. So now not only do you not get to win this turn,
But you're also not getting a next turn.
Yeah, because you have to pay for Pact.
Yeah.
And also now Cabargas has a Wish Claw Talisman, and Spleen has a Smothering Tithe. It's a tough spot.
Yeah, yikes.
Okay, Kolkio's still trying to do something here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Soaring.
Good start.
Yeah.
That'll make his turn a bit more useful when it gets back to him. Oh,
Yeah.
but no, he's. I know he's got the Mox. Never mind. He's got 2 blue. Yeah.
Okay.
Stone, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. So the rate of flame paid for the stone. It's very strange not to just use the soul ring there.
So end
right?
up turning into a value betrayal, but it's curious because you don't, generally speaking, give someone a wish claw without intending to win. So I
No,
wonder what's
the
insane.
betrayal was countered.
Right.
Yeah, by the guardianship. So we see
7
Cabargas.
treasures now.
Yeah. Cabargas is fetching right
Silly.
now. With this board, it really depends on. He only has 3 cards in hand. I wonder if there's a single card with only 4 mana that's going to get you there. That seems unlikely. He's going for it though.
You tutor, give back to Kolkio. I think that's a fine move considering he's paying for Pact.
Right.
And then get something. Guess for your
Yeah,
next turn there.
paying for pack definitely. It's not all his mana though, by far.
No, but 5 these with, you know.
We still have Razaketh in the hand of Spleen, right? Ooh, Electro Dominance, very cool. This is to, I wonder, are we
Just to cast one of his Cascade stuck in his hand.
Yeah, there's clearly.
So tutor for maybe a wheel? No, that'd be silly.
Yeah.
I guess just the tutor. I mean, he does tutor, so I don't know.
I don't.
What do you think?
He runs like all of them, right? So there's the Yawgmoth's Will variant, which I don't think is very good right
I don't
now.
think he's drawing cards. Yeah, he could be on the Yogg Will, but
Oh, Indomitable Betrayal. That's pretty cool. So that is.
oh,
Or Inevitable Betrayal, I should say. Oh, okay.
But
so
he's
he's
gonna-
going for Will of Fate. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
go for
okay.
that. Okay, this is feeling pretty silly.
Yep.
Maybe they made a promise to get rid of the tithe.
I think the idea is to, like, you gotta at least deal with the Razaketh, right? I mean, obviously.
But this is
it's
not
a
even dealing with the
Yeah,
Razaketh.
yeah. It's just putting it in
It's
the
kind of
graveyard.
enabling it. if anything.
It's tough. It's a tough spot. I think, yeah. Okay, now the table's sort of discussing, which
hasn't been decided yet.
Yeah. Okay. I think Wheel of Fate's happening though. That's so funny.
Wow. SickRobot.
Pitching Villas and Razaketh. Oh my God.
Yeah. Who doesn't get it?
Wow.
Oh, he has the life death.
Oh no.
Okay.
I mean, he's still making 21 treasures, right? Like.
Yep.
Is Felipe drawing without discarding? Because the 2 cards on the table were, I believe, his hand from prior. Oh, there we go. Okay. So it was a Burgie and Inevitable Betrayal were the last 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I don't know what you... So it's good that you didn't go with the Inevitable Betrayal, because I feel like if I was in that spot, I would be tempted to grab Villas, right? So glad that did not get punished there. Is he here in the yard from Kolkio?
I just don't see a world where
Where Spleen doesn't
Spleen
win with
just doesn't
21
untap
treasures?
and
Yeah.
have,
No, 28, yeah. And
over 30 mana.
Yeah.
Things here.
yeah, it's pretty insane. Like, worst case scenario, even if you play Thrasios and you draw a couple times, like, you're gonna get something. Especially with 2 of your biggest threats in the graveyard. Like, yeah.
Yeah, the life death being gone does make reanimating the Razaketh a bit trickier.
Yep.
And it's
Okay.
wall down.
All
it's just
right,
back.
GG's. I'm gonna brainstorm in response. Probably just dig for something. Paying for the
It doesn't
Esper
matter in the end.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised if no one drew any attraction here. So
Yeah, and also Brainstorm did make more treasures with Smothering Tide, just in case he didn't have
add to
enough.
the
Yeah.
fire a little bit. Oh, okay,
Oh,
we get it.
Yeah,
we
get
get
the
the
impact.
pact.
Oh, Dance of the Dead. All right.
Dance, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much we get
Although-
Razaketh back.
It doesn't do anything though.
As long as
Oh, you can just
Spleen
keep
has a
playing Tim,
creature in hand,
or
or
Thrasios,
one of
yeah.
his commanders.
Yeah.
You get Eternal. I mean, you could just keep casting Thrasios from the command zone with all that mana, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. So
There's also like a
That's
world
my-
where you like go grab Razaketh here, use a single tutor, get a reanimate, grab Phyllis out of your grave, just keep drawing on top of that. You know, you can do some broken stuff with all this.
You're on
mana.
camera. You know,
Yeah,
just
go for it.
Just show off.
If you start running out of gas, you grab a time twister or sack your Phyllis. Like, have fun. Honestly, at this point, I feel like we all know what's happening here. Thrasios first, just in case. Hey, just in case.
I love that. He's tapping lands.
Probably turns on guardianship
Just
and
kind of
things
funny.
like that.
Not sure why he's doing that. You take life?
Yeah, the confluence.
Yeah, but I mean, Why?
You have the potential for abilities, right? What is the red blast hitting? Or pyro? Thrasios?
no, that'd be silly.
I think that's exactly what he's. What else? There's literally no other targets. I think he's literally just trying to make him pay more mana for.
Oh, it was probably an attempt to draw off the Sentinel. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
And nothing. Wow.
Spleen's just drawing a silly amount of cards here. Oh, just another one. All right. He's really going for these Thrasios draws.
Yeah, that
It-
seems odd.
It vaguely complicates things. I don't think it does anything really crazy here, right? Like, are we just doing another one? What is he?
No, this seems.
Seems very
he's
aggressive.
Pyro on the step. Is he just responding to the
Oh, he's just,
Sentinel
okay.
draw?
He's getting a guardianship.
Okay.
Oh, he still lets it die? I'm so
I think
confused.
he realizes that he can just
He just showed a guardianship.
cast Thras from. Yeah.
I'm quite confused. All right. Huh. That was a very strange series of
That was
events.
super weird. Yeah.
All right. Kolkio is now responding to the Dance of the Dead targeting what I can only assume is Razaketh. I don't think this is a Villas line here, right? Swanson. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Guardianship.
I mean, Villas. You can just stack the draws and
Yeah.
that would be good, but Razaketh
Yeah.
does just win here.
And you saw mana paid there to pay for Sentinel, trying to be responsible.
Yep. It's hard to not be responsible when you have
Yeah.
that
yeah,
many
that much
treasures.
mana. I don't know, you did pretty deep with Thrasios
Cool.
there.
Yeah.
Elf. Yep.
Save on the
Yeah.
treasures.
Oh, my lord.
Wow. He still just plays it, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
he
kinda
just
sad.
replays it, yeah. You know? So, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
The shade, the shade.
I don't want to say decay.
This is quite silly.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna see. I mean, at this point, there's plenty of lines, but we'll probably just see an Eternal Witness. Get
For-
life, death, and then just.
Okay, yeah. Now, Eternal Witness gets life, death. Life, death.
Oh, he just.
all right, we can
has
just go for it.
The console.
Save everybody a bit of time. Sure, sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you cast Oracle, yep, stack it with the trigger on the stack. The classic Razaketh
Sure.
line here. Ah, yeah, all right. Why could this not have been done long ago?
They're picking up their cards already.
Yeah, this one feels pretty done here. Players wrapping up. That sounds good, and then we get to see the consultation.
Cool.
Just to stop
Yeah.
any last minute things. All right. Well, it was a fun game. It's good to.
Yeah, the 4 champions
Yeah.
leveling it off. I guess I don't know. The prize must be better than
Yeah.
than today's, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, Morgan.
But yeah, it's really cool to see these players who've like performed well at a high level competition, just to have a game for
fun.
fun like this,
Yeah.
and just really get to play some fun interactive Magic.
Yeah.
I'm really sad we didn't get to see Cabargas' deck kind of go off there. It was in a bit of a rough pickle, but sometimes,
yeah,
sometimes.
definitely cool one to see on camera.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy that Spleen decided to not go with Cody because I think this would have
That
been
would
a
have
lot
been.
quicker.
Oh my goodness.
And maybe a couple, a little bit less laughing, but
Yeah, a lot less fun. Yeah, I'd assume. But yeah, it's a good game. So, do you want to shout yourself out before we?
Sure,
finish up
yeah.
here?
Once again, yeah, I'm Null from the Internet Podcast. We're on all platforms, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Ian of Comedian MTG. If I'm on youtube.com/comedian MTG. I'm on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, all that stuff. And yeah, you can find us there. Thank you to Tier 1 for letting us record this video. Thank you to our players for putting on a really awesome game, and hope you guys have a great time.